Also, nice diving when you've got Poppy wanting to dive in, K'Sante wanting to dive in, Sejuani wanting to dive in. Akali loves it when she has champions that can play with her. Meanwhile, on the side of KOI, they've got a lot of pick.
Yep.
A lot of single target damage, the ability to clearing, providing cover, but there could be an opportunity here in the top lane.
It's only level 5, but it doesn't matter because Public Execution lands onto Lot. He puts his all out down and tries to get out, flashes away, a good lacerate to get that Drake Hound step. But the Drake is now out. It's Lot who runs back with his flash in tow.
Elyoya spending a lot of time hovering around the top side of the map, trying to keep this pressure down onto Lot. He's already invested the TP, but mainly it's as an opportunity to set up for the Grubs. Jojo getting a quick base through means that it's actually the Akali that has the priority in mid lane. Elyoya's alone, but he does steal one away, and he should be happy with that.
I mean, if he gets out, he will, because perfect execution is so easy. Elyoya used his escape tool in. One grub for the steal for first blood. Let's question if that's worth with Jackie's now ahead.
I mean, it's a debate, right? Because obviously the first blood doesn't give you the feats of strength. It's the first 3 kills, but giving that kill over to an Akali early on is a very dangerous thing to do because the early laning phase is where you want to punish her the most.
Let's see. W reaction time would be good. Elyoya's on him. Pops the ulti anyway, and in he goes. Deep is the enemy jungle for KOI, but they don't care. Concussive blows set up the ulti from closer. They're bringing in Jackie's again. It's already a quick trade. A 1-for-1, but look at the health bars. Jackie's just cleaving around the fight. A permafrost, a concussive blow down again, and Jackie's will be dropping.
We saw last week, Kalist didn't expect the damage, and it's something.
Just
it's something that
the poke begins as super. Going to take some himself. The engage being built up. Jun also has the disengage here as teleport from GiantX will make this into a full-blown fight. The top laners are battling it out, as you can see, and GiantX have just brute forced off it, especially since Lot is taking on Mirwin. In a 1-for-1, he flashes, and Mirwin has to burn his own. Lot again continuing to impress as Jun is getting in the way. The flash shove ignite. Jun! GiantX are looking to collapse and sandwich down. With those teleports not yet channeled, Dragon still goes down over to KOI. The ulti misses from Jun, and they target the Akali. Straight in with the ulti to flash away. The shuriken flip now expiring as well. Elyoya wants to get out of there, so he's bypassed.
It's the surprise of many, I would say.
Every day. Will we ever get Ruinous? What a question. This is a setup from KOI, and they actually found Jun. The wall's up. Jun gets poked down to oblivion. In goes Noah into melee range, but he's doing good poke while Jackie's gets taken down by Jojo. Big move from KOI, as now with the Weaver's wall out, Noah's still the target, the poke still ranging out, and Noah ends up being the double. KOI with a swift move, taking that play into their hands.
Beautifully executed by KOI. They turn their attention onto Jun, knowing how squishy he is in the early game, and then the turn onto Jackie's was just as quick, committing the Vi ultimate, following up with Jojo. This is the lockdown potential of this Taliyah and Vi. And they just eliminate Jackie's before he even has an opportunity to play.
Herald's such a big tempo lead as GiantX trying to get the remnants of the members. It's only Alvaro. He'll be able to stand behind someone shortly, but the W stops him until now. Second Dragon for KOI. And what I've noticed after that last play too is the fact that, you know, that mid that was so far ahead, good try, good attempt here from Noah, is now in Jojo's favor. And remember, Jackie's got the as GiantX edge a little bit close towards us. Lot, you said, is coming in closer, flash in with his ulti, and I just talked about how big Super is. Alvaro blocking in front of his AD carry because he had to. Jun sends him against the wall, but is it too far? Elyoya popped away. No! The backline was, so for GiantX, now they've got to win this fight. The all-out from Lot takes Mirwin, who goes too far. I think he's going to dissuade them further, but Lot has to clean up in the backside. Jackie's rather to do that on Alvaro. See him.
But the problem with conceding that is this mid tower is still available, and GiantX have set their sights on it. The reset has come through from Noah as well.
I love it. We've got so many objectives. Teams are like, you know what, we need to fight here because then we can go wherever we want. It's like an all-access pass to Disneyland. Who's going to get it first? Elyoya thinking about his ulti, but it's on the Jun. Meanwhile, ulti goes far from closer. He's dead first. Alvaro's blocked the damage. He flashes, but then dies too, while GiantX have unleashed their mid laner. A shutdown onto Jojo, and when the fight's scattered like
Lot is going to be forced to come up and catch it. Akali continues to push in that top tower, but notice, we haven't talked about it, no outer towers have fallen for KOI.
Onto Noah, pulls that cease and desist, but he arcane shifts away from the flashback from Jojo Pyun. GiantX have gotten out, now they're playing their own version of front to back as Jackie's about to come in. Watch the Akali with flash and ulti available to shuriken flip to help Noah secure the kill. Alvaro was the front line, but now he's dead.
a bit of an overforce on the dive. They thought that they had caught Noah out, but the idea is Vi plus Ambessa,
Yep.
but Ambessa wasn't there. There was no reliable follow-up, which means that Noah was able to just arcane shift away to safety.
And now they're on the wrong side of Summoner's Rift. KOI have just walked into the trap. But Jackie's now, as he walks towards Super, knows that he can pick the angle. Lot running in first, he flashes, he slows, and Super's just gonna die, but to who? It's Jun in the end, as KOI are making mistake after mistake, and GiantX are just picking apart the pieces at the seams. No one's gonna take the rest of the right side here, while the left burns, but look at him go! The new 80 carry of GiantX is roaring into fire, ready for that 4-0.
A single overforce from KOI turns to disaster as GiantX keep all 5 members alive and will even convert it into a Baron. I think they even have enough time to get an Arakan to boot, so with a Baron buff plus the GA from Arakan, this feels like that this game may as well be called done.
It really should be, shouldn't it? I mean, a couple of good moments from KOI, but the last couple of fights, the last couple of picks, this GiantX roster has made KOI dizzy. And even though they're going to try and get towards this Arakan, it's going to be dead before they resurface. Teleport being used towards bot. The best Movistar KOI can get right now is that third Drake.
They used a lot of their tools to try and lock Noah onto the Ezra. A good ulti onto the backline from Closer stops Jojo from being able to follow up. And bear in mind, Akali hasn't joined Flash. And now they were able to win out on the fight, and they set their sights on the Nexus of KOI.
And with this Red Bull Baron power play, it's just going to begin here, maybe even end through mid. Close is going to withdraw, but remember, Arakan buff, so they're going balls to the wall, all free for all. GiantX withdraw after withdraw, but that's 1 kill. And even though KOI are getting 200 gold a pop, look at the damage being done. They still get 1 in the bag, and Lot in the end going to try and make it 2, but Arakan used to open up mid.
I mean, overall, quickly tries to get a reset through, and the bot tier 1 falls.
Yeah, just remember, Baron maintains
Well, when we had Banner of Command, and you'd use it
You called it a Bannon, did you?
Well, no, because that would be weird, but cool name in hindsight.
Cool. It is a cool name.
Jack
you don't
is
normally do
getting
cool things.
Chunked heavily. I think he might be dead.
Yeah, let's ask, because he still has Sonya's. Yes, he does, but he's at 1 HP.
Ooh.
Perfect execution.
The Dragon going to be started off. That's melting pretty quickly. KOI setting up to get themselves the Soul.
True Shot Barrage isn't bad. Lot's going to frontline this, but Soul will just be taking TP in the back as Infernal might just be given over. A big still needed from Closer, but he doesn't get it. Infernal Soul for KOI is bonus stats for the fight, but now up against the wall. A Glacial Prison is from the grave. Jun is there. They can't escape, but their health is okay. Infernal Soul's done a bit of work as Mirwin now runs out to the charge, and Lot is dead. Jackie's gets to the back line. He's got Permafrost. He misses the Shuriken flip, jumps into his shroud, gets out the perfect execution, but you can see that Noah is the only one alive for good reason. He's done the damage, he's done the poke, but KOI have won the fight so far. Elyoya with a Vault Breaker, flush away by Noah into the game. Barons now spawn, and they like their 5v5 as Elyoya's the first target. Closer gets a good ulti though onto Super in the backline, and everyone's running in. GiantX getting frontline though, and Super is tearing them to pieces. Jojo did a bit of work there.
Turn their attention to the Baron.
It's going to go down pretty quick. Noah has to 4v5 this with the rest of his team. The poke from Super hurts like hell. True Shot Barrage dodged away from 7k. Look at it go down as Noah continues to poke out. The Weaver's Wall zones them out. And at 3k, 1500, Smite's still enough. Mirwin zones them off. He's in deep, but GiantX are backing off. They still can't take the fight. And Super's poke and Vedius, the scaling of this Corki, doing a lot of work in these fights. We're going to have to get the damage numbers after this game as he's got an Infinity Edge now. He's full build, but that control ward slot. As Mirwin's dealing with top, bot doesn't seem to be pushing in, but a wave to look at for KOI. And they're just waiting to use this Baron on the next one, channeling in.
I mean, a lot of credit needs to go to Super and Alvaro for so much of the success in these fights. Jojo has been utilizing his wall incredibly well, and
like that.
Another great demonstration on our screen. The Unraveled Earth doing some serious work to make it harder for Jackies to play as well. And KOI keeping the flanks warded in case of any potential deep TPs that could give access for this Akali to attack the back line. 1 tower falls, 2 tower falls, 1 inhibitor, another soon to follow. The Elder going to be spawning in a minute and a half. I wonder if KOI want to keep this pressure up.
Thinking about it. Super's run out of rockets though. Next minion wave coming in. Cannon's going to start doing work to the Nexus turrets. On the edge sits Elyoya, thinking about his own target as Lot just wants Super to run into him, but he never gives him that opportunity. Baron minions are getting cleared, but Jojo has now escorted another wave in through bot with the rest of Baron. An engage, a defensive one from GiantX is their last hold as Alvaro blocks a true-shot barrage again. The Winter's bite concussive blows. It works in the end. He gets a shutdown, but you see Mirwin is having none of it. Now on to Closer. The Koi continues swimming upstream, while Lot, he will be slowed, he will be stunned, he will be blasted, and he will be forgotten. 4 members running now through mid with 1 Nexus turret left remaining, and the Koi keeps on going. It's got a strong tail fin and one hell of a dive. GiantX are dealing with Mirwin, but he flashes. And Bessa, almost, but look at bot. Closer's about to die. Jun's about to die. Koi still gets it done. And in a thrilling conclusion, take down the undefeated GX.
An impressive